Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the MakeCode Arcade Advanced Stream. I'm Richard, at Richard on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Joey, at JWonderl on the MakeCode forum.
And I'm Vivian, at Live Cheerful on the MakeCode forum.
And we're working on a game from yesterday. So I don't know if you guys tuned into our stream yesterday, but we made a game that was controversial, I would say. We usually try to steer clear from those types of subjects, but sometimes they arrive at our doorstep. Yeah, we're making a game about throwing ice cream scoops into a tower. So you can see we got our ice cream fellow on the left, drawn by Shannon. We're stacking our ice cream onto the cone, drawn by Joey. And we've got the catapult, animated by Vivian. And then I drew the scoop of the mint chocolate chip ice cream.
We're not talking about this today.
Too strong of opinions.
We've already done this plot line yesterday, Richard.
It's true. All right. So now we're going to go and kind of make a list of what our to-dos are for this game. It's kind of fun as is, but there's a few things that we kind of have left. Number one, I think, is going to be different flavors.
Be important.
Yep. Number two is control, fling, accuracy, or power, or something.
Accuracy? Yeah, power probably,
Yeah. We cannot help you if you're not accurate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then three is ice cream fellow scissor lift.
Yes, please.
Which is going to be what's lifting up this guy. I don't know if I'm actually going to do a scissor lift. If we have a lot of extra time, I will.
We only really need to draw the platform, right? Because we'll still want him to be in the bottom left corner. We'll just want the whole screen to go up.
Mm-hmm. And then finally, I think we're going to do a scoop counter. And I think what's going to happen is you're going to have like 100 scoops to launch. All right? And then your score at the end is going to be how many actually end up on the cone. And if you get all 100 on the cone, you will go into bonus scoop time until you miss one.
Okay.
So,
I like games that require 100% accuracy and are very punishing when you miss something on the last shot.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's only if you get all 100 that you go into bonus time.
Yeah.
Which, as I'm demonstrating right now, is very difficult to do.
Wait, I thought you just had to find the right angle and then you didn't have to touch it again.
Yeah, but that's going to go away as soon as we do the power. Mm-hmm. So right now, if you get a good angle, you can just keep firing up to a certain extent. Once it gets tall enough, you stop. Another good strategy is just aim straight at the thing.
The aggressive strategy.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. This one looks great.
Which also works. But, all right. So let's get started. I think first we're going to do different flavors. For now, I'm just going to, you know what? I'm not going to do that first because I'm going to have you guys draw them.
Very nice, very nice.
All right. So the only parameter is that it needs to be a circle that it fits inside of a 16 by 16 square. It should fill up most of it. And if you want to make it fancy shaped or something, like you want to make it have the little, like ice cream thing at the bottom.
The tutu.
Go ahead, but it should look good while flying through the air.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. All right. So while they're doing that, I'm going to go into our second thing, which is controlling the fling, accuracy, power, or something. And yeah, we'll probably do power. So the reason I was thinking is accuracy is there's two different ways you could do this, right? One is that you were trying to time it correctly for like getting within a certain range, like we know the correct range, which would be what accuracy is. So it'd be like how close to what you're hitting. But I think it's already so hard to aim that maybe it makes sense to just do power.
Yeah. I know in some games they kind of have the two connected, where like from the very small to a high amount of power, you are fully accurate. But after you go past the top, like the timing is power and accuracy kind of thing. Like if you go too strong, you're overshooting it, and then you have no control anymore.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to be using an extension that we use quite often, which is written by Joeing the status bars.
Drew, what flavor are you making?
Strawberry.
No, I was making strawberry.
You can make strawberry if you want. Yours will be better than mine. Mine's just a circle with some red in it.
Mine's a circle with red in it too. It's a pretty standard.
You guys gotta get creative. You gotta get marbling. You gotta get chocolate chunks.
Oh my
you
gosh.
gotta get like, rainbow sherbet, Neapolitan. Come on.
Oh, I want to make Neapolitan. I'll make Neapolitan.
Okay. I'm gonna make a smiley face one.
Okay.
It's kind of like you know how you get ice cream from the ice cream shop or from the ice cream trucks, and they're always like special, so they put faces on them and stuff so that people spend more money on them. It's gonna be like that.
Love it.
All right. So we've got our status bar right here. And the first thing we want to do, I think, is change the colors. So I'm actually going to make it so that the background is something that's pretty bland, like this purple. And the fill is going to be something that's more exciting, like this green. Oh, did I do that backwards? I did it backwards. And so once we start aiming, the idea is we're just going to have this moving up and down and up and down and up and down, or left and right, because it's not up and down. And then we will make a, when they press A, that'll determine what the actual velocity is. So I made it width 120. I'm actually going to make it width 100 just to make this math really easy. And I'll probably make the height more like 8. Yeah, that looks good. And let's also go ahead and set the position. So these status bars are actually sprites. So you can use the same position setting stuff that you normally do. So I'm going to go ahead and set the top. And we're going to set the top to be like 4. Cool. Another thing we're going to do real quick is, oh wait, status bars are relative to camera by default, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So I was going to set relative to camera because we're going to be moving the camera, but we don't need to on status bars. All right. So let's go ahead and go into functions and make a new function. And it's going to be called start aiming. Start power bar. Start the power bar. And inside here, what we're going to do is we are going to set a variable, which is going to be choosing power. And we'll set that to be true. And the other thing we're going to do is we only want the status bar to show up when we're doing the power choosing. So we're going to set a flag on it, which is going to be invisible.
Let's see. So is this going to be a 2-step thing? We're going to press A to pick our direction, and then the power bar is going to start, and then it's going to stop. Like we're going to press A again to fire after that.
It's either going to be that or you release A.
Sounds good.
Oh. I'm really into like this okay, I've been making my ice cream flavors look like the flavors, or my ice cream look like the flavors they are. So I'm making a banana flavored ice cream that looks like a banana. And I think they should be a real business.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a thing in the ice cream trucks. Right? Like I don't know the banana specifically, but they give you cartoon characters that are shaped like cartoon characters. I don't see why they wouldn't give you a banana-shaped banana.
Okay, but you're not, it's not like you're having a cartoon character flavored ice cream.
I don't know. Pretty sure I had one that tastes like a sponge one time. Okay, so I was gonna ask, we're good to do like the bar shaped ones and not just ice cream. We can have ice cream bars inserted into our ice cream stack.
Maybe one. Maybe
Okay.
we will do one like that, and it'll be a fun thing. But you shouldn't go too crazy.
This is what
Okay,
I'm saying.
I'll leave
Joey
it to
always-
Vivian then.
What? I'm not doing this, Joey. This is your thing. You go out of the box.
I thought you said you were doing a banana.
I did, but it's a. You'll see. It's ice cream. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. My ice cream is in the shape of ice cream scoop, but the texture is textured of a outside of a banana.
Oh, so it's a circle with the banana
Color.
inside. Oh,
Exactly.
Okay, I misunderstood. Okay.
Yeah. I see what you're saying now. No, I think this is a fresh new idea for ice cream. Ice cream innovation. I'm going to make one that looks like. Okay, I won't tell you, but it's going to be great.
I'm gonna do a good chocolate flavor.
Okay, so what we've done so far is we are setting another variable called power bar going up. It'll be to true. And this is just going to reverse when we get to 100 and turn to false. Then we're going to go down back to 0, and then it'll turn true again, and we'll keep bouncing back and up. So inside of this on-game update, we are changing the value by 1 when power bar is going up. Otherwise, we change it by -1. And we're going to do another logic real quick, which is going to be if the value is 0 or 100, then we're going to flip it. So we'll get the value, do an equals, not a string equals. And we're going to do a 4. Then we are going to set power bar going up to not power bar going up. All right. Okay, so I'm thinking that 2 presses is probably the right thing to do here, because if you, I think that otherwise you're going to press A and it's going to like shoot a tiny distance and you're not going to know why it failed. So you want to press A once and the power thing will start moving, and then you press it again to do a launch.
Seems right to me.
Okay, so we're going to change this a bit, and we're going to say if not doing a launch and not choosing power, then we are going to call our function that we just made, which is start the power bar. And then next, inside of this one, we're going to do, we'll do an else if. Else if we are choosing power, then we're going to set our choosing power to be false. And call launch that ice cream. All right, give it a shot. Cool. So this works, at least the UI does. So let's go ahead now and actually hook up our velocity to the launch that we're doing. So I don't think that the 0 on the bar should be 0 velocity. It should just be like the minimum amount. And then this one should be the maximum amount. So we'll be probably like mapping it to a value. But let's go into our launch that ice cream, which is right here.
Get to use the map block. That's one of my favorite ones, just because it's cool.
Yeah. And so we are using this velocity at angle with speed 300 right now. So let's go ahead into our math, and we'll use our map. Has a lot of numbers, looks very intimidating, but it's pretty useful. So we're going to put this first one, which is the value that we're trying to change. And basically what this block does is it says, okay, so I have this value, and this value can be from low to high. So in this case, it's 0 to 1023, but actually for our bar, it's 0 to 100. So you want to put these first two arguments to be the minimum and maximum that this value can be. Then it's going to take that number and put it so as if the minimum and maximum were this. So if I were to change this to be 300 to 400, and I put in the number 80, what would I get, Joey?
You said 80?
Yeah.
It should be 380 then, right?
Yep, 380 is correct.
Wow.
If I put in 300 to 3,000, what would it be, Joey? I know that's hard. Let's do
2,700 times 80, so 8. No, that is a bunch of numbers.
Let's just do 0 to
1,600 plus 7 times 8 is, that's a hard number. 56.
Vivian, if it was 0 to 1,000 and I put in 80, what would it be?
800.
Thank you, Vivian. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put in our status bar value here, and we're going to map it from a minimum of let's do 200 to a high of 350.
I think it was 2160, by the way.
Thank you. It was my bad. All right, so let's do the maximum. Pretty good. And let's do it again with the minimum. Yeah, pretty lame. Let's make this a little bit lower. Let's do 180. Mm-hmm. Cool, yeah. All right. So we've got our launching stuff kind of working now, even though you can still do aiming. So maybe I should restrict the aiming. Okay, so right now we have this on up button repeat and on down button repeat, which lets you do the aiming. And what we want to do here is go ahead and put in an if statement, which is, well, actually, I can just copy this one, huh? So if we are not doing a launch and not choosing power, then you can do this. Otherwise, this. And that way, once we start aiming, we won't be able to change our position anymore. So you got to stick with it. Perfect. All right. Let's do some other fun things. And I'm already thinking of fun things to do with this. One thing that would be cool is if we could draw the path that it went last time. That would be really neat. And then we could also maybe mark the angle and mark where you chose. So you could kind of, try to game it a little bit. All right, we probably won't mark the angle, but we mark the power you chose and the path it took.
Yeah.
I like that.
Be pretty cool. All right. Before we do that, though, let's go ahead and make our logic so that this, goes back to the right thing when we do the when the ball is off the screen. So right now we just have that logic in two places, but I'm actually going to create a function which is going to be called stop doing a launch. And we're going to call this whenever the doing a launch is completed, which will either be when this overlap happens or when the scoop gets destroyed. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to put these both right here, and I'm going to take this function and call it in both of these places. And the reason why is because I'm going to be adding some more stuff here, and I don't want to duplicate it in both of these. So when we set doing a launch to false, we also want to set our status bar value. Make our status bar invisible again.
Joey, of the ice cream flavors that you made, how many of them were normal flavors?
They were normal flavors besides the
okay.
smiley face one.
Great, cool.
The smiley
Awesome.
face one is probably lemon or something that's mediocre.
Okay, cool. I made a lot of abnormal ones, so it's good to know.
Yeah.
With balance.
What would a smiley face flavor ice cream be? Has anybody ever had one at a ice cream shop?
Probably lemon, right?
I think it's got to be lemons.
Then it's like a oxymoron, and you lick it, and you're like,
you are.
It's like Sour Punch Kids. Sour then sweet.
Sour Patch Kids.
Sour Patch Kids. Oof. Sour Punch
Joey.
Straws. Two of my favorites. I get them mixed up.
Amazing.
All right, cool. We've got this going now. So what's next on our to-do list? We have controlling the power. How much ice cream do we have in the chat?
We have some ice cream in the
A
chat.
good amount.
A good amount. All right. So let's start doing that.
We have 8.
We're going to go ahead and create an array, and it's going to be called ice cream images.
Do you think 8 is enough, or do we need more?
Well, there's 9, right?
Oh. 9.
This
Okay.
is the other one.
9.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay, cool.
Whoops, I don't want extensions. I want to go into images and just drag out a bunch of blank images to put in all of these. And, oh man, we should always do sprites that have to be 16 by 16 because it makes the copying and pasting so much easier.
Okay. I think the little sprinkles that are like the circles are better than the sprinkles that are long. Thoughts?
Sprinkles
like
that
the
are
long ones better.
circles. I dislike the long ones.
Yes. I feel like Joey and I have the same like tongue because we like all the same things.
Well, they taste the same. They're both just pure sugar.
That's not true. The other ones taste long.
No, it's like flavor to crunch ratio.
All right, this first one was Strawberry by Joey.
Yeah.
Next, we have Unlabeled.
Yes, I stopped labeling mine because I couldn't spell Neapolitan. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna not label it.
Ooh, Neapolitan.
Wow. Making mine look bad.
Yeah, it was my original strawberry, but then
Yours looks just as beautiful as mine, Joey. All right, we have Smiley Face, which is not a flavor of ice cream, but okay.
We said it was
Lemon.
lemon flavored.
Yeah, sometimes I tune you guys out. All right, we have this one, which is Ferrero Rocher flavored.
it's banana.
Why are the banana bits in there? Like the end bits, the parts you don't eat.
So this is what I'm saying. I think we should invent an ice cream company where the ice cream looks like the thing it's supposed to taste like.
It's chocolate brownie.
Oh.
Nice.
So you would add like bits of something in to make it look like the outside of a banana.
Just wrap it in a banana peel. You have
Soccer
to peel
ice
the
cream?
banana peel to.
I thought it'd be cow flavor.
Ew.
So like milk.
Milk ice cream sounds like reasonable, obviously, but I was thinking you were saying beef flavored.
Oh. No. I also did a chocolate.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. Thanks.
There's
Oh,
one
I made
left.
one. It's mine.
Nice.
Nice. Too many long sprinkles, though.
Hmm?
Too many long sprinkles, though.
I agree. Yeah, but I thought that would look better, for the aesthetics.
I guess it comes across better on here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to put this inside of our very tall on start. And now over here, instead of just always using this image, we're going to go into arrays. We're going to do get value at. We're going to need a length. We're going to need some math. And we're going to need a random range. Okay. So our big random range from 0 We want to put this inside of the index. We want to do the length of array -1, and we're going to change both these variables to be ice cream images.
I feel like now that we've done this so much, like I don't mind creating this block anymore.
We've just been Stockholmed by it. Oh.
But it is so long.
There we go. All right.
Wow.
Oof.
Wow.
Game is so hard.
Oh no.
Getting directly at it. Max power. There we go.
Let's see. I guess we could try and make it so it's a game where you get given a menu and you have to send the right thing. We had to preview the ice cream though. So you just have to keep firing it into the ground until you get the ice cream that you need for this delivery.
That sounds very complicated.
It does.
But I like it in theory. All right. So we've got our ice cream tower. We've got our power bar. Now we need to move the camera with the top of the ice cream so that we can keep stacking. So for now, we're just going to move our catapult and our ice cream fellow and our launch target, which is a transparent sprite, all up a bit. Once the ice cream gets to a certain height. So I think what we're going to do is when we stop doing a launch, or actually rather when we do a successful hit, we are going to see what the Y of the sprite is, and then figure out the difference between the Y of the sprite and the Y of our ice cream fellow. And if it's at a certain amount, we'll move up.
Mm.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a this comparison. We're going to do some math, which is the minus, and we're going to need to get our sprite position. So let's do the Y's of our ice cream fellow. And the Y of our scoop. And so we're taking the difference. The ice cream fellow Y is always going to be greater than, because down is more. So if this distance is less than how much? What's good? Or rather greater than.
Maybe 2/3 of the screen.
Yeah, that sounds good. So we'll do like 8. It's 2/3.
Math.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if the ice cream fellow Y minus scoop Y is greater than 80. If it is, then we're going to move the camera up, and then we will reposition our ice cream fellow and our catapult and our launch sprite based off the bottom of the camera.
Oh, smart.
Yeah. It's different than how we normally do camera stuff. All right, so we're going to center camera at the camera X. And then we are going to do the Y as the camera Y. And what should it be? It should be the difference between this and 80, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
right, so we're going to need 2 minuses. We're going to put this one in here. And this one's going to be 80. And then camera Y is going to go over here. And we put all that in here. And we do that. All right. So for now, let's make it much smaller, just so we can see if this camera moving is working. The difficulty of testing this game is just going to be me getting a successful hit.
But you're going to be so good at this game. Oh, wrong way.
Why did it go the wrong way?
Ice cream fellow Y minus scoop. So scoop Y will be like 60. Ice cream fellow Y will be like 120.
Oh.
Minus 30. Yay.
Oh.
I don't know if that still explains it, but
we'll see.
I think you have to go for the aggressive strategy, Richard. Aim right at it with full power.
Still, it's hard.
The aggressive strategy is probably harder, right? Because it's just going flat, so you have to get it exactly even with the X, where the other one will go a little bit wider angle.
Okay, but what'd you say, Richard?
It's harder the closer you are.
Yeah, I would say also, like, in your day-to-day lives, how often are you walking in a parabolic shape, right? You don't do that. You walk from point A to point B.
You don't know how I walk?
That's true.
All right. This is all working correctly. Vivian has never seen me outside of computers. So
But I have seen a lot of humans in my lifetime before. And
you didn't know that fun fact about Richard? He just crab walks everywhere.
Hey.
Okay, Richard walks. Sorry.
Thank you. All right. So we're going to set the catapult bottom and the ice cream fellow bottom. And then the launch start. And so we're going to set the launch start Y. Let's change this to be launch start. And right now it's equal to the bottom minus 10. So 120 minus 10 is 110. So we're going to do the camera bottom minus 10 there. All right.
Think about it. Is this the first time we've used the camera XY since it was added in the last release?
It might be. I think this is Eric's first block, right?
Yeah, first contribution to PXT, I think.
Yeah. Did we have Eric on stream? I think we did.
yeah, he came once.
Yeah.
At least once. Yeah.
We'll get him on again.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and drag all these down inside of here. And let's do the proper test. All right.
Wow. Oh, no. Okay, I'm going to say right now, getting 100 in a row perfectly, impossible.
Yeah, we should probably just take that out.
Cool,
Take that consideration out. I mean, we're getting close.
Oh, the banana scoop. Banana scoop.
$80 is definitely too high.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
Is it possible? I believe. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Why?
All right, let's make this way lower, like 20. And let's go ahead and try this again and see if we can figure out what's going on.
So this will only do the... No, that's right.
Seems like camera bottom is not returning the right value.
Mm-hmm.
If you just change it to camera y plus 60, does it work?
Bug. I feel like it's been forever since we've found a bug.
We might also just be bad at reading. It's one of those two.
What? I'm great at reading. It is one of my greatest strengths.
But as a whole, we might be bad at it.
I don't want my reading comprehension to be dragged down by you guys. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
All right.
But why?
Yeah, I don't know why.
So this camera centering is changing.
Maybe just new variable.
All right, well, then what we're going to do instead, because there's something weird going on with this camera block, is we're going to make a camera sprite and we're going to move it around.
I like that too, because then we can have like a smooth transition, right?
Mm-hmm.
No?
Not really.
Can. We don't want to do it right yet, but we can. We've done it before. It just takes time.
Okay, why can't we just... Okay.
So we're going to set our camera sprite. We're going to make our camera sprite one by one. And we're going to set their position to be 80 or 60. And now we're going to do camera. Camera follow. Camera sprite. And now we are going to, instead of doing this, we are going to set the position, or set the Y. So let's go ahead and do this right here. Let's set the Y of the camera sprite to be this, but instead of the camera Y, we're going to do the camera sprite Y. It's the top. And we'll do this here, and here, here, and get rid of this.
Do you feel like you're getting better at this game?
No. I'm not trying to, though. I'm just trying to do testing as quickly as possible, and that's backfiring.
Ooh,
you know?
Yeah. It works, though.
It does work. All right. So we'll up this to be 60, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll leave this as is for now. All right. So, all right, we have, let's go ahead and mark off our checklist. Different flavors, done. Control, fling, accuracy, power, something, done. Ice cream fellow, scissor lift, done, kinda. So now it's time for our scoop counter. So we can do this using the lives, but I would rather do something more fun. Joey, do you know the HUD Z off the top of your head?
100.
Nice. Okay. So we're gonna do something fun. We're gonna set our life to be 50. 100 is too high. And by default, we have this icon that's a heart, but you can't change that in blocks. You can change it in JavaScript, but you can't change it in blocks. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to change that into an ice cream scoop. And the way we're going to do that is by creating a new sprite that we're going to call Scoopacon.
Nice.
This one's going to be 10 by 10, I think will probably be good. And for now, we're just going to make it a circle. We're going to set its Z to be above the HUD. So we happen to know that the HUD Z, the HUD, by the way, is this thing that says times 50. We happen to know that that is 100. So we're going to put it at, I don't know, 200. And now we're going to set its position. And we're also going to need to set relative to camera. So for the X, we'll set it to be like 8. See how that does? Not quite.
Let's see. We'll also have to handle the sub 5, where we have to make 5 of the ice cream scoops.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because when it gets down, if you change the life to like 5 right now, it should start showing it as 4, I guess. Yeah, sub 5.
Oh, right. This is just going to be a fun little glitch you get to if you make it this far in the game.
Maybe I should add this to the Sprite utils package and make it even more just random stuff.
I love the Sprite utils. It's like the thing that makes all your dreams come true, you know?
Just exposing all the blocks that I was like, yeah, we probably don't want this quite yet.
I'm a big fan. Not a big fan of the scoop, though. People will look at it and be like, what is this? The
sun,
it's
lime flavored. That's way better than the other alternate. Oh, it's lime flavored with some dirt specks on it. That's fine, too. That's better than what else it could be.
Joey, I'm glad you're on my side. I don't think I could go up against your trash dog.
All right. So we've got our ice cream scoop up there. Let's go ahead and go to where we do a launch. Oh, and launch that ice cream. We're going to inside of info, not game. We're going to change our life by -1. And when it reaches 0, we want to end the game. The other thing we want to do is we want to, when the scoop actually hits, which is somewhere around here. Oh yeah, it's right here. We're going to change the score by 1. And now the thing I'm thinking is that we are going to get up to the top, and then we will have the camera pan back down, and you can see your tower of ice cream.
I love it.
We'll need to turn off auto destroy.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Way ahead of you this time, Joey.
Nice.
So we'll do it inside of this function.
Should we give a rating based off of what percentage of ice creams they've stacked? And show that as text?
possibly. You can explain more what you mean by that.
Like if you get above 90, you get superb displayed across the text with a particle effect. And if you get below 10, it's like, yeah, it's pretty trash.
You tried. It's not 0.
You tried is probably harsher than just saying trash to me. For sub 10.
All right. So we're going to make another thing right here, which is going to be the smooth thing. And to do that, we need a camera target. The camera target is going to be the thing that's actually moving. So, well, the thing that's going to be following the. Whoops! Did I just rename the variable? Yeah, I did. So we're going to create a new variable, which is camera follow. And this camera follow is going to be the thing that the camera is actually following. And the camera follow is going to be following the camera sprite.
It's like the camera sprite is the mama duck, and the camera follow is a duckling, and the camera itself is another duckling. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. All right. Now we're going to do inside of info, there should be a on life 0. Then we are going to go into set our position of our camera sprite to be 80 by 60, and that'll put it back down here. So it's going to go all the way back down to the beginning. And we will pause for. Can I pause in here?
Is the pause
I think
the right,
that this will
the right
happen.
go? Oh.
I think that if you pause in there, it will happen in the same thread. But if you're changing it in on overlap anyway, then I guess it works.
Roger, are you going to use all 50 to test this?
Of course I am.
Oh my god.
I'm a scientist.
You got to make it higher first, though. You haven't excelled at all.
All right, so there's a few things we need to do. One, we need to make it so that this value changes faster. We're going to make it twice as fast. Much better.
Mm. I don't know. I feel like your rate is going down. Oh my gosh. Maybe I'm wrong.
We forgot to turn relative to camera on. All right, we're going to make it through this game at least once.
I admire your tenacity. I've never worked this hard for my ice cream.
That's what makes this ice cream fellow an ice cream fellow.
True, true, true. Do you think he started off as an ice cream 1, had to move up, senior ice cream, principal ice cream?
Almost certainly.
One day, I too will be an ice cream fellow.
That was an internal Microsoft jokes for all you kids out there. I'm getting better.
You really are. I think it's because it's always like the same height now. Ish. Amazing.
So close.
You know what? I thought 50 was crazy, but now I appreciate it.
That's great. All right.
Very, very nice.
Okay, so we got a few things to fix. First, we're going to make sure that we set relative to camera on this guy. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. For our scoopicon. All right. We want to set a variable here that's going to be game is over is true. So we'll do that real quick. And I'm just going to go ahead and make an if not game is over, then I'm going to be using all over the place. We're going to make an on game update, and we're going to do an if game is over here. So actually get rid of the not for this one. And we're going to say if the camera's follow position is 80-60, then we're going to call game over. Or really, we just need to check the Y.
Mm-mm.
So if camera follow Y equals 60, let's make it a little bit safer. We're going to do is greater than or equal to 59, just in case there's a little error in the follow. Then we're going to go into game and do game over. When. All right, now we're going to use this if not game over bit, and we're going to be using this in all of our various controls. And let's see, there was two other things I wanted to do really fast. And they are, so this, like Vivian said, the position is always the same, and that's kind of less fun. So what I'm thinking is that maybe instead what we do is we set this to be the camera Y, instead of -60, we'll do like minus, what would be a right value, like 80?
Yeah, so it gets too high. Then we're aiming down.
Mm-hmm. And then the other thing we need to do is inside of this function, we need to call the update reticle. And I think that's it. Was there anything else you guys saw?
No, I thought it was great. Joey?
Yeah, I think it's good.
All right. So the last thing we're going to do, because we have 5 whole minutes left, is I cannot leave this ice cream fellow without having him say cute things. So we're going to go ahead and make an array real quick. Text list. And they're going to be cute fellow things like really good. Quite nice. Exemplary.
What's something that's like, it's like something, Charlie, I don't know. It's something like something, never mind. No, I don't know what I'm thinking of. Right. I'm not good at being a fellow. Righto. What about ta? Hurrah.
Just Ta, though.
I'm going to leave out Ta for now.
Good call.
All right, so let's go ahead and do where the scoop lands. And we're going to have our ice cream fellow say one of these things. So we'll drag out our Sprite say. And let's go ahead and do everyone's favorite combination of blocks. We need a length. We need a get value at. We need a math minus. We need a random range. And together, what does that spell?
I don't know. I'm not good at spelling. I feel like these blocks are like muscle memory at this point.
Good at spelling, but your reading, bad at spelling, but your reading is unimpeachable.
It's true. In first grade, I got all the spelling questions right except the one V word, which was very. So then after that, I gave up on spelling.
It's a tough life.
Yep.
All right, let's go ahead and choose our ice cream fellow. And they're going to say this for 500 milliseconds. That seems good.
Ah.
And let's just test this out real quick.
Brilliant.
That's not going to do it.
Oh no. Stunning. That's my favorite. Oh, very nice. Quite nice.
Oh no, we messed it up.
Oh no.
Good thing we tested this.
Quite nice. Righto. The banana scoop. Why?
This game is so hard.
Lovely. Lovely
That's
sounds
very-
mean.
Does sound a little mean, huh?
Mm.
I mean, he's the one at the wheel.
Mm.
All right, come on.
You got this.
You can do this.
One more. Yes.
Right,
Lovely.
yay. All right. I think you had one. Brilliant. Let me add that real quick.
Brilliant.
Thank you, everybody, for joining. I've been Richard, at Richard on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Joey, at JWondrill on the MakeCode forum.
I've been Vivian at Live Cheerful on the MakeCode forum.
This is called Tower of the Ice.
Nice.